Let's go Bulldogs!
All right, it's another edition of Bulldogs basketball on Pop Radio and also tonight on Armstrong, the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel and YouTube channel tonight. I'm Jim Shields. He's Andrew Amato, and tonight the Bulldogs take on, they traveled a long way here to come from Brookville, the Brookville Raiders. And I can't remember the last time that the Bulldogs have played Brookville, but tonight they are here in the House of Thrills in Meadville on a cold winter night here in Meadville, PA. Welcome, everybody. And the Bulldogs come in tonight 11-5 on the season with a big win on Saturday afternoon against Fairview. Most of that game, they led by 30 points, and we've called that game. But the Bulldogs come in tonight on a one-game streak. Before that, they dropped 4 out of their last 5, but the Bulldogs hopefully get back on some winning ways here. Andrew, tonight, so our starting lineup, our players have been playing well. Luderin last game didn't have a high score, but had a lot of assists. So he was an all-around player in the last game. I think was the most well-rounded team effort by him all season long.
I agree with that a lot, Jim, is that I believe that he was able to relax a lot and help the offense run as it should. There was more set plays offensively. We saw him run double high and getting screens for the point guard and for the forwards, and it worked out pretty well. And here we are against a AAA team that is 9-4 overall.
Any common competitors that we've played with them? I don't think so. Probably. They play, Du Bois, which we play here in a couple of weeks. Du Bois will make the trek here, which that's even farther away than Brookville.
Yes, they lost to Franklin at the beginning of the season by 12, and most recently they did get beat at Warren by 20 on January 25th. But they are 5-1 in their conference. They're a AAA team. Again, Jim and I were just talking about is that they had a heck of a trek back tonight. On a school night, you're not getting back till 11:30, probably. Back to Brookville by 11:30, if at best, I'd say.
It's a long trip here to Meadville, especially in the winter. You never know what the weather's going to be here.
Actually,
they have more snow there, I heard.
No, I saw it
down in Brookville. They had a lot of snow today.
I stopped home at 8 real quick, and I was watching the Erie News real quick, and you can see the snow is actually east of us now.
Yeah.
And so that's where it's at right now.
So, again, tonight the Bulldogs going to hopefully continue their winning streak as they need it, because coming down the stretch here, the last 3 games after this, it's going to be Prep here. The next home game is going to be Prep next Tuesday night, which will broadcast that game. Following that, it's Allegheny, North Allegheny, and Wexford. We won't cover that game, but that's going to be a tough game down in Wexford. And then Du Bois here on the 11th, and then McDowell, the last home game here on the 13th. So some tough games coming up against Prep and McDowell and North Allegheny as we go coming down to the final few games of the season here before they start the playoffs. And I'm not sure if they're going to pick up any games between the playoffs and that. They might pick up a game or two, but nothing announced just yet.
Remember, even Friday night or Saturdays that we're at Erie High. That's not an easy. That's not an easy trip to make up there to that.
True,
gym.
That's right. That's on the 31st, which is in 2 nights. So that's Friday night. We're not covering that game, but it's going to be in Erie, and that's a tough game in their house.
In that gym, it's a tough game in that gym.
Especially
it's different.
That's one of the reasons why we're not doing the play-by-play there, because they put us behind the basket. We can't even see the court to call because they won't put us in the stands.
No.
And they tell us you can't be in the stands. You got to be behind. And then we catch foul balls and everything else.
Yeah, I've caught balls while we're on the air. And had to toss it back to the referee or to an inbounder.
Right.
We can't see across the court all the way down the court. So, it's different.
Yeah, it is. So we're going to be that's why we said, it's hard to call the game because half of the time we're guessing as what is happening. It's not a very good place to call a game.
It's not even that there, but the gym is a bandbox.
Yeah.
Is that there's no sidelines?
No.
The stands are right on the sidelines.
Yep. Just back of the basket's a lot of room.
Yeah.
But we can't see.
No.
So that's why we decided not to do that game at Erie. But that is going to be a tough game nevertheless here coming up on Friday night. In Erie. If you want to make the trek, please do. Some scores last night that happened. This is the only game tonight in high school basketball happening in the area, but last night Fairview beat Iroquois 53-49. That was a close game.
That was a good game.
Girard beat Harbor Creek 55-40. Northeast over Northwestern 80-50. Conneaut over Titusville 63-23. Oil City over Corey 59-36. Fort LaBeouf over Franklin 52-43. Warren beat Seneca 53-22. Eisenhower beat Erie Prep 80-59. Eisenhower has a good team this year. Erie First Christian beat Youngsville 68-54. Mercyhurst Prep beat Union City 81-26. And Cambridge Springs over Maplewood last night by 1 point, 38-37, close game there. Cochranton over Jamestown 78-35. And Rocky Grove beat Sagertown last night 59-50. Those were the scores from last night's games. So we're going to take a 2-minute timeout, and come back with the national anthem, and we'll come back with the start of play after that. Here on Pop Radio tonight, the Bulldogs taking on the Brookville Raiders here at the House of Thrills. Still time to get out here. Good crowd coming into the gymnasium here in Meadville. And tonight, don't forget, we're also on Armstrong Cable, Armstrong Channel, Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and the Armstrong YouTube channel. So you can check us out on all those different channels and wherever else that Grant might be able to put us.
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think?
I think you covered it all right now. I think you covered it all.
All right, Grant. So let's do a 2-minute break. The national anthem. Be back after that with the start of tonight's game here on Pop Radio.
What you doing?
I'm gonna fix that toilet.
A sledgehammer.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe we should call a plumber.
No, I got this.
At Armstrong Comfort Solutions, our professional plumbers and service techs are standing by to help with all your plumbing and HVAC needs.
Everything okay down there?
Maybe I should call Armstrong Comfort Solutions.
Armstrong Comfort Solutions, where comfort is our middle name.
Armstrong's Healing Heroes initiative is changing lives for area veterans struggling with disabilities, such as PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and more. These incredible dogs help give people back their self-confidence and independence. We've raised over $300,000 to train and donate service dogs from guardian angels to veterans in our communities. If you or a loved one are a qualifying veteran, please visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/healingheroes and click Apply Now. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Sure, 5G home internet sounds great, but those plans are based on your cell phone coverage. That means if you have no signal inside your home, you have no Wi-Fi either. Plus, they can slow you down when too many people are online. It's all in the fine print. With Zoom from Armstrong, you get what you pay for. Speed, reliability, and coverage in every single room of your house. Compare other internet providers to Armstrong and see the difference an unmatched fiber network makes.
Thinking about switching to 5G home internet? Think again. Unlike Zoom from Armstrong, 5G home internet is delivered by a cell tower. The further away you are, or the more devices connected to that tower, the slower your internet is. Cell phone providers also play favorites. When their network gets busy, cell phones win, and your home internet pays the price. Stick with Armstrong to get more data, more speed, and internet whenever you need it, not whenever they want. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
eliminates the stop and go of traditional tolling, increases safety, and reduces environmental impact. Turnpike.com/ORT.
Calling the game, Jim Shields and Andrew Amato. Let's go Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs getting ready to take the court here. And the starting lineup tonight, Andrew.
For Meadville, we have our normal starters. Jack Burchard, number 2. Lucas Lutheran, number 4. Number 5, Tyke Butler. Number 12, Kamari Pope. And number 33, Kellen Ball. For Brookville, we have number 2, Jesse Lucas. Number 20, Gage Miller. Number 22, Kellen Haynes. Number 23, Luke Burton. And number 24, Josh Simeon.
So there's a starting lineup for both teams as they're being introduced on the court right now. The Bulldogs again tonight, 11-5 coming in tonight. And the team Brookville is 9-6.
9-4.
9-4. And that is the record tonight. Again, Brookville coming a long ways here to play the Bulldogs. They're 3A, and the Bulldogs is 5A. So there's a little bit of difference of classification, but they seem to be a tall team, so we'll see how they do. They got 6'5", 6'5 senior, 6'1", 6'6". So they do have some height on the Brookville team. We'll see if that height helps them out against the Bulldogs here tonight.
It's a heck of a long drive for a weeknight game.
Yeah, that's a long drive, and you never know in the winter weather how that's going to work out. But tonight, it's actually not too bad, the weather here in Meadville. Not so much the case down there on Brookville. They got a little bit of snow out there.
Did it snow during the day here in Meadville today?
Not at all. Very little. Very little.
We got some down in Greenville today at work, and we actually had a snow squall warning for an hour from 10:15 to 11:15 this morning, but we really didn't get the brunt of it.
All right, we've had enough snow, and here we go for the tip-off. Controlled by DuBois. That was up against number 24. I'm sorry, Brookville. I said DuBois, didn't I? So here we go, Brookville here with the ball. Driving the lane, up for a layup, no good, blocked by Burchard. And now ball gets it back to Burchard. He drives the lane, takes it up himself, reverse layup, and good for 2 points for Jack Burchard.
I have a feeling tonight it's gonna be similar to the Fairview game where we out athletic them, is that we have more speed, just more speed in general as far as the team goes.
Bulldogs man-to-man or 2-3 zone sometimes you see here. You see them switch over back and forth. They've been pretty good with defense this year, man-to-man. 3-point shot by Brookville, and nailed it, number 23, Luke Burton. 6'1" junior for the Raiders. And it puts them ahead by 1 point of the Bulldogs here. So now Tyke with the basketball. He drives the right side, puts it up with a floater in the lane, and good for 2 points for Tyke Butler. 4-3, Bulldogs lead.
Yes, Tyke there was able to penetrate.
Quickly back. They take a shot. Brookville does, missed by Luke Burton. Quickly back down the ball, up for the layup. No good, around the rim and out. And now rebounded by Brookville. Bring it back the other way. Nice steal by Lutheran. He passed it ahead to Tyke. All the way for a fast break. Puts it up and in.
Finishes it. Yep,
nice finish there. Bulldogs up now 6-3. 6:26 to go. And Brookville likes to drive in, bring it back out.
I can see Meadville trying to increase the pace during the game, and I want to see if Brookville is able to keep up with that pace.
Pass it down low.
Wow.
And a reverse off the glass. Good for Josh Simeon it is, from Brookville. 6-5, Bulldogs still lead. Burchard now with the basketball.
And our post defense needs to improve between Kamari and Kellen.
The other night, Tyke and Kamari Pope and Ball had 3-pointers. Tyke now for a 3. He nails it from 20 feet out. Puts the Bulldogs up 9-5. Kellen Ball in the last game had 3 3-pointers.
Yeah,
he was shooting the lights out in Fairview.
Yep.
Brookville quickly comes back down and off the glass, pushes it up. Kellen Haynes with 2 points, pulls them back within 2. Bulldogs lead by 2, 9-7. And now Burchard with the basketball, drives along the line, kicks it back out to Tyke for the 3. He drives it in with a floater in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Brookville. Brookville is pretty good. They got some height in there under the basket.
They do have some height. Our roster doesn't show exactly their whole roster, but.
And they take it right into the basket. Nice layup to the side. Takes it in the lane, off the glass, and good for number 22. Kellen Haynes ties the score 9-all.
That's 2 straight for him right there. He drove right against Tamari Ball, and Tamari really didn't put up a defense.
No, not afraid to take it to the basket here early on, Brookville. And now Jack Burchard gets it to Lutheran for a 3. No good. Rebounded by. It'll be off from Brookville. Should be Bulldogs basketball, and it is. 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Tie score 9-all.
You can see different ways that it looks like Brookville's trying to attack inside, and they're at least trying to drive inside and then go from there.
Then Lutheran quickly thinks about a 3, and he does. He puts it up, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Brookville. They come all the way. Fast break. Bring it up off the basket, and he missed the layup. Rebounded by Ball. He gets it. Now he pushes it up the court to Tyke Butler. Tyke to Burchard for the 3. Burchard misses. Rebounded by Pope. Pope gets it for the Bulldogs. Goes up with it. Gets it blocked. Tyke brings it back out. 2 offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs. And Tyke Butler gets over to Pope. He thinks about a 3. Kicks it over to Ball. Ball drives the lane. Puts it up. And good from 5 feet out. Nice for Callum Ball.
He
puts the Bulldogs up by 2.
He finished that there, driving to his left and finished with his right hand in the middle of the lane.
That's a nice strong move by Callan.
It was, and that's what you want to see out of him, and you want to see out of Kamari. That's what we want to see.
Here's Brookville, not afraid to drive down low against the Bulldogs here tonight.
No, they're not.
And they're trying to get the open person. Almost lost it. They take a 3-pointer, missed, rebounded by Tyke Butler. He brings it up the court quickly to Lutheran. He thinks about a 3 to Pope for the 3 from the side and misses, rebounded by the Bulldogs. Burchard gets it up to Tyke. He drives the center from the foul line, takes the shot and nails it. Nice shot for Tyke, and a timeout called by the Bulldogs. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Bulldogs lead by 4 on Pop Radio and Armstrong Cable.
Things change. One thing you can count on is that Armstrong always will be Armstrong. We've stood by our name, from our humble beginnings in 1946 through the millions spent expanding fiber broadband in our communities. We've never changed our name to run from our reputation. We've established trust by simply putting our people, customers, and services first. It's a practice that holds true and will continue at Armstrong.
Live from the game.
Bulldogs lead by 4, 13-9, with 3:23 to go in the first quarter. And so far, I like what we're seeing here. Bulldogs getting some competition, especially down low. Brookville not afraid to drive in the lane.
And if you're attacking Meadville, that's where you got to attack. It's down low. There
nice
it is,
under
right
the basket,
there.
wide open
there
for 2. Kellen Haynes.
He has 6 now.
13-11. Brookville back within 2. And now Tyke Butler looking to set up the next play for the Bulldogs.
You're seeing a well-coached team. They're in a 2-3 matchup zone. They're between a 2-3 and a man-to-man. They're switching out of it.
Now Burchard drives aside, takes it off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Brookville. And Bulldogs full court pressure here. But they break it.
Yeah, a little man-to-man here. And now there's a little zone. They attacked it last time, got the easy bucket. And
3-point shot for Brookville. Nails it. Number 23, Luke Burton, his second one tonight. Puts him ahead by 1 now. 14-13. Brookville leads.
That's his second, as you said, and that's 6 for him now tonight. That's 6 for him tonight. And so the last 2 possessions, Brookville has attacked Meadville's zone defense.
Tyke Butler looks to drive in the lane, and he slips. And it's recovered. Jump ball, I think they're going to say. And the possession goes to the Bulldogs. And now whenever you slip, you're either going to travel or you're going to get a jump ball. Well, hopefully a jump ball, right? Especially if it's in your favor.
He fell on it, so that was okay. Yep. So that is Jamarian Johnson checking in the game for Kellen Ball.
The Bulldogs take it out of bounds, get it in the hands of Lutheran. Want to thank our sponsors, Channel Lock. Channel Lock Tools, a proud sponsor of Bulldogs basketball, and Bayshore Homes, Defiant Lake Road in Meadville. Lutheran now with the basketball, top of the key. Gets it to Tyke. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Bulldogs down by 1. And now Burchard drives it, puts it up off the glass, and no good. And rebounded by Brookville. The Raiders come back the other way.
Meadville back in the man-to-man, looks like. Yep, full court press, man-to-man. Oh, here.
Almost 10 seconds.
I know,
yeah.
jeez.
Ty Key really was defending him well. Almost got 10-second call, but they got just in time. And now Brookville looking to pass it down low. Almost lost the handle on that, but they got it back. Minute 30 to go. And now they drive the lane up off the glass, and he's fouled, the first foul of the game, with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And he will go to the line for two. Brookville will, number 22, Kellen Haynes.
Yeah, he got past Kamari Pope there on the drive from the top of the key, from the wing, I should say. And he was able to get past Kamari
First
Pope.
foul shot is good. And they go up by 2 now against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs, I think, a little shocked here a little bit. But, you know, you don't know a team that you've never played before. You're not sure how they play.
They haven't played them.
No. And there's a lot of good basketball play in Central PA. We know that. The second shot is no good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs.
Oh, we have also now we have.
Now Burchard drives it all the way down, puts it up, and good off the glass for Jack Burchard. Ties it up 15-all, minute 13 to go in the first quarter.
I want to say number 22, Braden Lockett's in the game also right now from Meadville.
And now they're looking to pass across court for the three. They take it and nails it from behind the basket almost. Number 22, Kellen Haynes, makes a three-pointer and puts the Raiders up by 3 with 55 seconds to go in the first quarter.
He now has 10 for the first quarter.
Lutheran drives the side, looks to drive it up, and a reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by, they say, off the Raiders, so it'll be the Bulldogs basketball.
Lucas, so far in the first quarter, 0 for 3 for the field, but he has been able to take 2 threes that were contested, and right there, that reverse layup was contested again.
Ty Key takes it out of bounds, under the basket, gets it into Burchard for a nice pass and quick 2 points up off the glass. Bulldogs down by 1 now. Raiders bring it up. Raiders made some substitutions
Zone trap here from Meadville.
Almost got it away, and they did. Bulldogs, Lutheran tracks it down.
Yep.
Nice takeaway. Good hustle by the Bulldogs. Ty Key now on top of the key.
We'll see if they play for one shot here.
18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs down by 1, 18-17. Holding out for the last shot here of the quarter. And he look at the drive, and he does. Drives the lane, pushes it down under. Bulldogs go up for the score. Johnson gets fouled as he goes, and the basket does not go down, but he goes to the line for 2. And the Bulldogs can tie it and will go ahead by 1 here with 2 foul shots by Jamarian Johnson.
That's a nice play there by Tykia to delve into the lane and make that pass.
First foul shot is good. Nothing but net.
Smooth. That was smooth.
Ties it up 18-all. More substitutions coming in for the Bulldogs. And now it's number 10, Keithan Arnold is in for the Bulldogs. So a lot of substitutions right now in for the Bulldogs.
Trying to get some experience to some of these kids. We saw it on
Second
Saturday.
foul shot is good. And Bulldogs go ahead by 1. 3 seconds to go. Brookville takes a three-pointer at the buzzer. And it's no good, but close call. At the end of the first quarter, Bulldogs 19, Brookville 18. 1 minute timeout. Back after this on Pop Radio and Armstrong Cable.
Thank you for calling Megafiber. Your estimated wait time will be 27 minutes. Thank you for calling Megafiber. Our offices are now closed. Please try your call again later.
Customer service when you need it. That's the Armstrong way.
Thank you for calling Megafiber. Your estimated wait time will be 27 minutes. Thank you for calling Megafiber. Our offices are now closed. Please try your call again later.
Customer service when you need it. That's the Armstrong way.
Amato calling the game.
Start of the second quarter, the Bulldogs up by 1, 19-18. And Brookville has been playing tough here against the Bulldogs in the House of Thrills.
They have been playing very well so far, able to dictate their own offense.
And now The Raiders with a basketball, trying to get it down low. They've been driving down low all night. Now taken away by Ty Key. Kellen Ball gets it back to Ty Key. They lose the handle. Pope now hands it and gets it to number 2. Burchard scores off the glass. Nice play by the Bulldogs. They're up by 3 now, 21-18.
That's a turnover turned into points.
Quick three-pointer opportunity and nailed.
Wow.
Wide open. Luke Burton was just sitting there by himself, ties it up 21-all.
That's his third 3 of the night.
And now Pope for a 3 and misses. Rebounded by Kellen Ball. Gets it back out to Tyke Butler to reset the play.
Just in the first quarter alone there, Brookville outshot Meadville.
And now it is Burchard takes the three-pointer, nails it from 18 feet out. Nice shot by Jack Burchard. Puts the Bulldogs back up by 3, 24-21.
He has 11 now in the game, 5 in the second quarter, 6 in the first quarter.
And now the Raiders getting it down low, taking it to the basket against Burchard, trying to get it up underneath there. Burchard pushes him out. Shot missed, rebounded by Brookville. Now it gets stolen away by Burchard. Burchard brings it up. Pope takes it up, and it rolls off the rim. No good. Rebounded by the Raiders. Pope had a chance just to go right up with it, but he came back down, and that's what caused the defense to be there, you know?
Yep, he comes back down.
The Raiders take a shot, and they're fouled on the play, so they go to the line for 2 now, number 12. That is number 22, I'm sorry. Kellen Haynes goes to the line for 2, and fouled by Lucas Lutheran.
When Kamari brings that ball down, it
First
invites
shot is
more
good.
defenders. It invites more defenders to get in there, get their hands in on a play. That's why you have to stay strong with the ball, grab it there, and go right up.
Go right up, don't come back down. Second foul shot is good. And now 23-24, Bulldogs lead by 1. And Jack Burchard with the basketball. Gets it quickly to Ty Key. And nothing open there for 3, so bring it back out. Lutheran gets it to Ball. Ball for a 3. And way up there, no good. Rebounded by Burchard. He takes a 3. No good. Rebounded by the Raiders.
Neither one was really close there.
And now the Raiders bring it back their side of the court. He takes it all the way up off the glass. Right there, Ball blocks it and takes it back down. Burchard now pass up to Lutheran. Lutheran takes the 3, wide open, nails
there
it
he is.
from 20 feet out.
There he is.
27-23 now, Bulldogs up by 4.
All right. That's a nice 3 from the wing there for Lucas Lutheran in transition from a block shot by Kellen
Now
Ball.
the Raiders pick it up off the glass, no good, overshot. Rebounded by Burchard, up the head to Lutheran. Lutheran drives it all the way to the basket, misses. Rebounded by Ball, and he passes it out there. Ty Key chases it down. And now Ty Key drives the lane. Pushes it back out to Lutheran. He takes a 3, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Burchard. Burchard over to Ty Key for the 3. And he nails it.
There we are again.
30-23, Bulldogs up by 7, the biggest lead of the night.
3 opportunities there for us to get a score. Oh, wow.
Almost.
Ooh,
that was tipped, though, by Lutheran. So I'm not sure if that would have been backcourt. And now they drive down. What a move by number 22, but he couldn't finish. And then Lutheran gets just plowed over.
It's a foul
and
on
that's
number
a foul
4.
on number 4.
Wyatt Lucas. They've added, so Wyatt Lucas and Isaac Burkett are in the game for Brookville.
So number 4 fouled number 4. Lutheran, and it'll be a non-shooting foul. Timeout called on the court. And we'll take a 30-second timeout. Back after this, Bulldogs up by 7.
Zoom from Armstrong presents Home Pass Heroes. Mark was hosting a party.
I don't want everyone in the neighborhood to have my Wi-Fi password.
Using the Home Pass app, free with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi, Mark created a special internet-only guest password without access to speakers, printers, or any other household devices, and he made it expire right as the party ended. Be the hero of your network with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi and the free Home Pass app, available on the App Store and Google Play.
Let's go Bulldogs!
And Bayshore Homes, a proud sponsor of Bulldogs basketball all season long. Thank you for your sponsorship. Tonight we're on Armstrong as well as on Pop Radio tonight, so behave tonight. I'm talking to Andrew.
I don't think that's a question, but it's all right.
I'm just joking with you.
I know. I don't think that's a question.
We have too much fun here sometimes.
We do.
All right. So now the Bulldogs bring it up the court, and it is Burchard taking it up. And then he takes it down,
right back to
puts
him.
it right back up, and misses. Rebounded by the Raiders. That is number 22, the Raiders tonight has had a lot of
it's Kellen Haynes.
pretty good night.
He's a
Kellen
starter.
Haynes. And now a partial block shot, and then out of bounds. It'll be off from the Bulldogs, so it'll be the Raiders basketball. A lot of height in there for the Raiders. Number 24, Josh Semin. They don't have his height, but I'm saying he's about 6'5".
Yeah, I think he's about
6'6".
6'4". Yeah, 6'4", 6'5".
He's the tallest player out there right now.
Yep.
Pope's on him. And they're trying to get it down low. Nice pass. Oh, and taken away. He lost it off his knee. Number 22, Kellen Haynes, and turns it over. Bulldogs basketball.
I know I'm going to put the kibosh on this, but Meadville has not turned the ball over yet tonight. Brookville has turned. I know.
Don't say anything.
And Brookville's turned over 4 times now.
And as Burchard drives the lane, Pope for the three-pointer. Nails it from the top of the key.
He was standing there waiting for it.
Nice shot by Pope. 33-23, biggest lead of the night for the Bulldogs by 10. The Raiders come back down, and right there, I think he was surprised that he was open, and he is fouled by Jamarian Johnson. So a three-point opportunity for number 23 for Brookville, Luke Burton, who's had a pretty good night tonight so far.
Yeah, until now he had 3 threes, and now he has a bucket and a foul shot coming.
Yeah, it was that stop, and then Johnson fouled him because they didn't expect him to stop, I think, and he hit him on top.
He didn't need to go up with him there.
They missed the extra point, and now Bulldogs come back down. Free throw no good. Bulldogs up by 7. Three-pointer by Burchard, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders. They come running out. They get it back down quickly.
Oh, if Brookville's running a little bit of zone, or Darren Meadville will shoot the ball.
Josh Semien gets it back out to Kellen Haynes, who's had a pretty good night tonight so far. Driving down low, and there he goes. He puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Jamarian Johnson. Pushes it up to Burchard for the layup, and good. Jack Burchard, 2 more points. 35-25, Bulldogs back up by 10.
That gives him 13 for the first half so far.
Now the Raiders wide open for the 3. He takes it, nails it, number 2. He was wide open. Jesse Lucas. And he puts them back within 7, 28-35, with 3:05 to go in the first half.
He said, well, if you're not going to guard me, I might as well take the shot. And he took the shot, he made it.
Yeah, I mean, you're wide open, why not?
Yeah.
High percentage shot. Now Tyke Butler looking to drive down, kicks it back out to Burchard. Behind the back pass to Lutheran, nothing there though. Lutheran trying to get the screen, drives the center, kicks it back out, taken away by the Raiders.
I did put the kibosh on. I'm sorry.
Haynes in the lane, and then get taken away by Tyke Butler. And then he gets it back taken away again by the Raiders. They drive the side, they put it up off the glass, rolls around, no good. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good. Raiders then get fouled. They say no. It is Bulldogs. Let's see, Raiders basketball as he came back down.
Should be a 2-shot. No, they call on the floor.
They call on the floor, so no shot, no foul shots for that foul.
Yeah, that was on number 24, Josh Simeon.
And number 3 on the Bulldogs, Jamarian Johnson.
His second.
Committed the foul. Raiders get it inbounds. 7-point lead now for the Bulldogs. Raiders trying to cut it to at least 5 right here. Drive around, looking for the 3 open. Nothing there. Bulldogs pretty good on defense all season long, have been strong. And right there, Johnson gets his hands in there, causes the turnover, and he picks it up. And he gets it to Burchard. Burchard almost gets it picked off, but he saves it. And now he drives the lane, kicks it back out. Around the horn they go, and ball for the 3. And he nails it. He had a good night on Saturday. He puts the Bulldogs back up by 10, 38-28. Minute 45 to go in the first half.
I want to give that steal to Lucas Lutheran there, who's working on the floor to get that ball back and start that transition basket.
Wide open is Kellen Haynes, and it bounced around, no good. Rebounded by Burchard. Now Lutheran with the basketball, pushing it up. And he takes a 3 right away and goes in and out. Raiders get it. They come back that way pretty quick. Haynes takes it off the glass. What a block by Burchard. Out of bounds off the Bulldogs, but what a stop by Jack Burchard. He really got up there.
He's had a few blocks this year, and that was one of his better ones.
Yeah.
If you're going to double pump, I mean, Jack's not the tallest kid on the floor, but you're going to double pump your shot, he's going to get it. He's going to get there.
Now Kellen Haynes gets it again. He gets fouled this time by Jamarian Johnson.
That's 3. That'll be 3 on him, right?
So 3 on him, and it's a non-shooting foul. So They had one to give here still. And the Raiders take it out of bounds under their own basket. Bulldogs, Johnson comes out, and Tyke Butler comes back in for the Bulldogs.
That's Jamarian Johnson getting quality minutes off the bench, playing good defense.
10-point lead for the Bulldogs. Quickly, they put it up and score it for number 24, Josh Simeon. Puts it up, nice shot. 38-30, Bulldogs up by 8. A minute to go in the half. Now Burchard drives the center lane.
Gets the zone, yep.
Nice, off the glass. Puts it down for a nice layup for Burchard. 40-30 now to score, Bulldogs lead.
That was too easy for Jack. When he saw it was a 2-3 zone, he just took the ball to the basket.
Now Haynes with the basketball for the Raiders. Raiders down low to Haynes again, turns around, jump shot, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Burchard, pushes it up to Luteran. It's going to be Bulldogs basketball off the foot of Josh Simeon. 33 seconds to go, and the Bulldogs up by 10 with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Do you think they're going to play for the last shot or no?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yes,
you can see they're not.
Yeah, right there.
Luteran kicks it back out to Ball. Ball thinks about a three. He drives it, puts it up off in a floater in the lane, gets his own rebound. Blocked by number 24 for the Raiders. And they bring it back up with 18 seconds to go. And I think that coach is saying, the Raiders coach, hey, play for the last shot.
Yeah, they'll play for the last shot.
10 seconds to go.
That gets a little frustrating sometimes. That we don't. Oh,
in the lane, steal by Luteran. He takes it all the way to the house and he jams it down. Oh! That's the first one I've seen him jam all season long. And he does it tonight. What a slam a jam.
He threw it down one-handed. He threw it down one-handed on the breakaway.
Well, at the half, the Bulldogs lead on that impressive exclamation point going into the half. Bulldogs 42, the Raiders of Brookville 30. 3-minute timeout. Back with some halftime stats after this on Pop Radio and Armstrong Cable.
Armstrong has been a part of the Meadville community for 70 years. We helped you get online with Zoom Internet. Our Breaking Bread program began fighting hunger in our communities. Enhanced Wi-Fi delivered coverage, security, and control of your network. Zoom Extreme brought internet speeds up to 1 gig to the community. And in 2022, Armstrong was named CableFact's Independent Operator of the Year for the second time. When you support Armstrong, you're supporting your local community.
Your growing business has needs. Armstrong Business Solutions has the tools. From unified voice to enhanced Microsoft Teams calling capabilities, we can simplify your communications. Looking for a dedicated and symmetrical connection? Is wide area networking or dark fiber in your vocabulary? You need advanced enterprise-level solutions. Whether you've got one or multiple locations, count on Armstrong Business Solutions to keep you connected and competitive. For collaboration without limits, trust Armstrong Business Solutions. Call or click to get started.
If you ever feel like sitting down for a nice long read, pull out the terms and conditions for 5G home internet plans. There's a lot of great stuff. Like the part where they say speed can be impacted by how many trees and buildings are nearby. Oh, or how they say they'll slow home internet speeds during times of high network usage. Armstrong gives you consistent speed no matter where you live or when you need it. If you want unlimited data to mean unlimited data, stick with Armstrong. If you ever feel like sitting down for a nice long read, pull out the terms and conditions for 5G home internet plans. There's a lot of great stuff. Like the part where they say speed can be impacted by how many trees and buildings are nearby. Oh, or how they say they'll slow home internet speeds during times of high network usage. Armstrong gives you consistent speed no matter where you live or when you need it. If you want unlimited data to mean unlimited data, stick with Armstrong.
Zoom from Armstrong presents Home Pass Heroes. Jim wants to know where his kids are at all times.
What can I say? I'm a protective dad.
The Home Pass app, free with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi, lets him set primary devices for everybody in the household or frequent guests. Now he gets an alert when his kids leave or his mother-in-law arrives. Be the hero of your network with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi and the free Home Pass app. Available on the App Store and Google Play.
My name is Matt Romeo. I've been at Armstrong for almost 9 years now. What I love most about my role as a lead tech is making a difference in my techs that I'm looking after, making a difference in their lives. I make sure that on their jobs, they have the help that they will need. There are so many opportunities to advance in this company. The training has been absolutely first class. Armstrong cares about our customers getting installed and serviced, but they mostly care about us going home at the end of the day.
Half the Bulldogs lead 42-30 with a slam dunk by Lucas Luteran to close out the first half, and that's the first one I've seen him do. I've never seen him do a slam dunk before, so that was quite the feat. His ankle's feeling much better now. I can see that he's doing okay with the ankle because he got skybound there and scored. So the Bulldogs lead 42-30 at the half. And Andrew, you have some stats there to share with us.
We'll run real quick through Brookville. Is that Jesse Lucas has 3 points for them. He made 1 3-pointer. Kellen Haynes, he had 10 in the first quarter, missed 6 shots in the second quarter, only made 2 foul shots, so he has 12 for the first half. Luke Burton, he had 3 threes in the first half, then he had a bucket and then a missed foul shot. So he has 11 for the game so far. And Josh Simeon, he's made 2 buckets out of 4 shot attempts total. And then for Meadville, Jack Burchard, he has 15. He's made 2 threes and 4 shots in the field also. Lucas Luteran with a dunk to end the first half gives him 5 points all in the second quarter. Tyke Butler, he had 9 points in the first quarter, but he's made 3 threes overall, and he has 12 points total tonight. Kamari Pope made a 3 in the second quarter, giving him 3 points. Kellen Ball with 1 bucket in the first quarter and a 3-pointer in the second quarter, gives him 5 points. And Jamarian Johnson made 2 foul shots in the first quarter, giving him 2 points. But overall, Meadville was 15 out of 37 from the field and 2 for 2 from the foul line. And Brookville is 11 for 26 from the field and 3 for 5 from the foul line.
So they're under 50%. The Bulldogs shooting high percentage shots and getting multiple offensive rebounds, which is good to see. And but I tell you, though, Brookville Raiders came on early, strong, down low, and had some success. Where what happened was in the second quarter, the Bulldogs started shooting the lights out and pulled ahead there with some 3-pointers, a couple of them right in a row. Pope had one, Callum Ball had one. Right in a row, they had them, and Tyke Butler, that pushed that lead from 6 to 12, and that's where we stand right now, 42-30, with about 4 minutes to go before we start the second half. Coming up next week, we're going to be home back here at the House of Thrills. Bulldogs take on Cathedral Prep next Tuesday night. We'll broadcast that game starting at 7:20. On Pop Radio, and that's going to be a good game as the Bulldogs, we broadcast that game a couple of weeks ago, and they lost by 6 points. That was a close game.
And we were up in the third quarter and early fourth quarter.
Yep, and then, that was a very good game, fun game to watch. And again, so the Bulldogs, I would say, got to favor them at home against Cathedral Prep at the House of Thrills. The hometown crowd be here, got to be loud and cheer them on. So come on out next Tuesday night. That's our next home game. The Bulldogs play this Friday night in Erie. If you want to take the trek to Erie and watch them play Erie High School, that's going to be a very tough game on the road for the Bulldogs. They're looking. That's going to be. I don't know who you favor there, but they're a 6A team. So you got to put that in consideration. And Erie, I know we beat them here.
We handled them by 15 and 20 points here.
Yeah, and we had a very good night against them, but it's a whole different ball game when you go up there to Erie High School.
Yep. Yeah,
and it's a gymnasium. It's a very tough place to play.
It's just a different outlook, is that there's no room on the sidelines, and your view when you're shooting the ball is different. It's just a different place to play. And that Meadville has not won many games up there. They have not won many games up there.
That's a tough place to play and a tough place to call a game because we're always behind the basket. But join us next Tuesday night as the Bulldogs play Cathedral Prep here at home. And we want to thank our sponsors, Channel Lock. Channel Lock Tools, a proud sponsor of Bulldog Sports. Also by Bayshore Homes on Conneaut Lake Road in Meadville. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and come back with the start of the second half as the Bulldogs lead at the half, 42-30 against the Brookville Raiders here on Pop Radio and Armstrong.
What you doing?
I'm gonna fix that toilet.
A sledgehammer.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe we should call a plumber.
No, I got this.
At Armstrong Comfort Solutions, our professional plumbers and service techs are standing by to help with all your plumbing and HVAC needs.
Everything okay down there?
Maybe I should call Armstrong Comfort Solutions.
Armstrong Comfort Solutions, where comfort is our middle name.
Armstrong's Healing Heroes initiative is changing lives for area veterans struggling with disabilities, such as PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and more. These incredible dogs help give people back their self-confidence and independence. We've raised over $300,000 to train and donate service dogs from guardian angels to veterans in our communities. If you or a loved one are a qualifying veteran, please visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/Healing Heroes and click Apply Now. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Sure, 5G home internet sounds great. But those plans are based on your cell phone coverage. That means if you have no signal inside your home, you have no Wi-Fi either. Plus, they can slow you down when too many people are online. It's all in the fine print. With Zoom from Armstrong, you get what you pay for. Speed, reliability, and coverage in every single room of your house. Compare other internet providers to Armstrong and see the difference an unmatched fiber network makes.
Thinking about switching to 5G home internet? Think again. Unlike Zoom from Armstrong, 5G home internet is delivered by a cell tower. The further away you are, or the more devices connected to that tower, the slower your internet is. Cell phone providers also play favorites. When their network gets busy, cell phones win, and your home internet pays the price. Stick with Armstrong to get more data, more speed, and internet whenever you need it, not whenever they want. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
And here we go, the start of the second half as the Bulldogs lead by 12, 42-30. And now it's Jack Burchard controls the basketball, gets it to Lutheran for the three, misses, rebounded by Brookville. And they bring it back up the court, 7:48. Start of the third quarter, and the Bulldogs, like I say, up by 12, 42-30. Pass down low, put it up off the glass, number 22, Haynes. The quick basket puts them back within 10 points now, 42-32.
Yep, easy basket down low. Again, the post defense is lacking from Meadville at times. And
Lutheran now with the ball. They pass it around the horn. Johnson thinks about the shot, gets it to Lutheran, and back out to Johnson. Pope had good success in the first half on his three-pointer attempts. Burchard takes a three-pointer, misses, rebounded by, taken away by the Raiders. Muscled that ball away, and now they bring it back up the court.
Again,
Burton
overall,
now.
Our percentage from three tonight is not good. We've been taking a lot of threes, and we've not made many of them.
Haynes dribbles it off the foot of Jamarian Johnson. It'll be the Raiders basketball.
Yep, so we have Jamarian Johnson, Lucas Lutheran, Jack Burchard, Kamari Pope, and Kellen Ball to start the second half. Oh, here comes Tyke Butler real quick.
And Jamarian Johnson goes out. Bulldogs come in tonight, 11-5. Trying to get to 12-5 at the end of the game. Nice takeaway by Burchard. He takes it all the way to the house and puts it down for two with a layup. Puts it back up by 12. The Bulldogs 44-32. 6:48 to go in Q3.
It's another steal for Jack Burchard, and that is Brookville's 8th turnover of the night. To 2 to Meadville.
Haynes tonight, who's been having success down low against the
Right
Bulldogs.
there. Look at
Wide open is
Burchard.
Burton for the three, and he misses, rebounded by Jack Burchard.
Oh, you had a mismatch down low there. You had Jack Burchard guarding.
Now Lutheran loses the handle out of bounds, turns it over. It'll be Raiders basketball. 6:22 to go in Q3. 44-32 is the score. Bulldogs lead by 12.
On that last possession by Brookville, they had a mismatch. Is that you had Jack Burchard guarding number 24. Josh Simeon, and he had a big height advantage on him.
Pass down under, almost taken away. But Raiders get it back, pass it outside, thinking about a three. And now Burton drives the lane, puts it up off the glass, and good. Strong play against Pope, and they scored, put it back within 10, 34-24. Bulldogs lead cut to 10 now.
In the first quarter, Brookville's offense was successful going inside out. They were able to get the ball down low and then work from there.
Tyke Butler now looking to see what he can do. Lutheran for the three from way out there. No good off the front of the rim. Chased down by Burton. Off the foot. Good hustle by Jack Burchard off the foot of Burton. It'll be a Bulldogs basketball.
Honestly, overall, our shooting percentage is not good tonight. We had a decent second quarter. But overall, our three-point
offensive rebounds keeps us in the game.
Yes.
Jack Burchard gets it up and no good. Rebounded by the Raiders as they fall down. Push it up. Back to Burton. Off the layup. 2 points. Strong move again by Burton. Bulldogs now up by 8.
That gives him 15
as they
now.
cut the lead, Raiders do, for the Bulldogs. Tyke Butler drives it up in the center, puts the floater up, no good. Rebounded by Ball. He puts it back up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders, and they push it up. Haynes all the way taking it to the house, and good, as he had an open lane. Quick timeout called by Coach McElhaney. We'll take a 30-second timeout as the Bulldogs lead 44-38 with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter on Pop Radio and Armstrong.
Unlike Zoom from Armstrong, 5G home internet is delivered by a cell tower. The further away you are, or the more devices connected to that tower, the slower your internet is. Cell phone providers also play favorites. When their network gets busy, cell phones win, and your home internet pays the price. Stick with Armstrong to get more data, more speed, and internet whenever you need it, not whenever they want. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
Let's go Bulldogs.
5:06 to go in the third quarter, and the Bulldogs' lead has been cut now down to 6 points with some turnovers and some opportunities for the Raiders, and they took advantage of them.
They're getting down in the post, and that's where they're scoring from. Right now it's 8-2 to start the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, so that's why the lead is cut to 44-38.
The Bulldogs take it out of bounds. Callum Ball will do the honors. And he gets it to Jack Burchard. Jack tonight having a strong night as always. Down low, out three-pointers, but a turnover with a not too good of a pass down low, and the Raiders will take it over.
And again, they're fishing as a bad pass, looking down low, and wasn't there.
Now Haynes drives the lane, puts it up, no good, rebounded by Burchard. He brings it, pushes up to Callum Ball. Ball to Tyke between the knees, but he saves it, but he steps out of bounds. It'll be Raiders basketball. Good hustle, but for a lost cause.
Yes, and again, we pushed it too hard, too quick, and then you had the wrong guys with the ball in their possession to make those decisions.
Nice takeaway by Tyke. Good hustle. Now Burchard quickly back, takes it up off the glass. Almost got the basket, but he is fouled. Goes to the line for 2. Almost had a chance for a 3-point opportunity, but it just didn't go down. But now Burchard goes to the line, trying to bring the lead back up to 8 for the Bulldogs.
Jack making his foul shots is a key component of our offense. Is that we need
He's making the foul shots by any of them. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but
you got to keep you in the game.
But he gets fouled the most. Him and Lucas get fouled the most. So
he scores the first one, puts the Bulldogs back up by 7. But yeah, you can win or lose at the foul line, especially in close games. That's stops the clock and points are scored. Second foul shot is good by Jack. Puts the Bulldogs back up by 8, 46-38, 4:28 to go in Q3.
Almost halfway through the third quarter. And, Meadville in a matchup zone. I'm not going to say it's a true man-to-man, but it's a matchup zone.
Nice pass to Haynes for the 3. No good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Come out of that. Lutheran pushes it up to Jack Burchard to Tyke. But nothing there. Pope now thinks about driving the lane. Almost traveled with that.
Yeah, I thought he dragged his foot there.
And now Burchard with a basketball. Backhand pass to Tyke for the 3. No good. Rebounded by the Raiders.
We have come out ice
almost
cold.
taken away by Pope. Good hustle. 10 seconds. They got to get it across the line. And
they're going to call Tyke there.
And they called Tyke with a reach-in. Non-shooting foul. 3:41 to go in the third quarter. The Bulldogs lead by 8, 46-38, as the Raiders take it out of bounds.
Our guards have played good defense tonight. Our post play is not good on defense. That's what we need to improve.
Down low to Semyon for the reverse jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Burchard. Burchard pushes it up. Thinks about taking it all the way to Pope for the 3. He nails it. So Pope puts the Bulldogs back up by 11, 49-38. Nice shot by Pope.
To the left wing, that's his 6th point of the night, both on 2 3-pointers.
What a steal takeaway by Lutheran in the lane. Burchard, it's off from, they say.
Yes, they'll call Meadville ball.
And they'll call Meadville ball off the knee or off the foot of number 24, Josh Simeon, for the Raiders. And now the Bulldogs taking out of bounds. 11-point lead, and the Bulldogs with the basketball. 3:10 to go in the third quarter. Want to thank our sponsors, Channel Lock Tools, a proud sponsor of Bulldogs basketball here on Pop Radio. And thanks for listening and watching us on Armstrong tonight. Lutheran with a 3-point shot, takes it, and it goes in and out. Oh, he had it, and it just wouldn't go down. Yep. Those are tough ones.
That's been his night because he's been on target with everything and just not making them.
Bulldogs get it back. Lutheran takes it to the basket, and he gets blocked. But Bulldogs get the offensive rebound. They put it back up and scored by number 22.
That's Braylon Lockett.
So Lockett scores his first points tonight. And another takeaway almost. And there's bodies flying all over the court here. And foul called against, it looks like the Bulldogs. And Lockett called, he got the basket, comes back, and he gets called on the foul, non-shooting foul.
That's okay.
So
that's
now
right.
the Raiders taken out of bounds out of their own basket.
We need a force down low. We need something to defend down low.
Turnover. Steal. Burchard takes it all away. Nothing stopping him. And he takes it off the glass, lays it up. Good. 53-38. Bulldogs pulling ahead now by 15. And tough.
There's
and
another one
another
right there.
takeaway. And then they're
foul.
saying a foul by Brookville, number 22, with a reach-in foul. That's a frustration foul on them because they're Bulldogs getting really tough and they're stealing the ball like crazy now.
That was an absolute frustration foul, like you said, Jim. That was a frustration foul. The steal was clean, and he fouled him to prevent them going in transition.
Now Tyke Butler with the basketball, drives the lane, kicks it out to Lutheran, wide open for the 3. This time he gets it.
Yep.
And he puts them up now by 18 points. Bulldogs pulling away, 56-38, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
That gives Lucas 10 on the night. Hits double figures. Good to see.
And now the Raiders trying to figure out something. Down low pass
Nice
to number
pass.
24, Josh Samuel. Nice reverse layup and good for 2.
That's where Brookville's lost this game is that they go away from what's worked for them. What's worked for them is go inside out and get the ball down low.
Burchard drives the lane, kicks it back out to Lockett for the 3,
Short.
and he nails it.
Wow.
What a shot by Lockett for the Bulldogs. 59-40, biggest lead of the night for the Bulldogs. And there's the Raiders wide open to the basket. He goes in and scores 2 for number 5, Reese Taylor.
Yep, Reese Taylor, number 5, his first action off the bench tonight.
Now Tyke Butler bringing it back out. We got all kinds of time here. Minute 20 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs up by 17. Tyke calling the shot here.
High screen. There he is open.
Tyke open for 3, but he drives down the lane, puts it up, and it rolls around, no good. Lockett there to get the ball, and it's a jump ball, and it'll be possession of the Raiders. But then they're...
Meadville called timeout. When Lockett had the ball, Meadville called timeout.
So
30-second timeout
called by the Bulldogs as they lead by 17. We'll take a 30-second timeout on Pop Radio and Armstrong.
Things change. One thing you can count on is that Armstrong always will be Armstrong. We've stood by our name from our humble beginnings in 1946 through the millions spent expanding fiber broadband in our communities. We've never changed our name to run from our reputation. We've established trust by simply putting our people, customers, and services first. It's a practice that holds true and will continue at Armstrong.
1 minute to go in the third quarter. The Bulldogs up by 17. 59-42 is the score at the House of Thrills here tonight as Brookville took the 2-hour trek up here to play ball tonight. And in this winter weather, you never know what you're going to get.
That's a fair assessment. 2 hours. I'd say
that's a long drive.
Say they stop for.
And they get played Du Bois here in a couple of weeks, and they're coming. That's even farther away. Bulldogs inbound it, get to Lutheran, and now back to Tyke Butler. Under a minute to go. And Bulldogs trying to get it down low. Burchard trying to find the door, and he takes it down off the glass, scores, and he's fouled. 3-point opportunity for Jack Burchard. Tough play but he makes them. He makes those tough plays down low.
That gives him 8 points in the third quarter, putting him over 20 points.
Sometimes
overall.
I think if he's too far open, he misses. He needs to have that resistance down low.
Down low, yes. But he used to be strictly a three-point shooter. He has developed his game.
He misses the, they say they stepped in the lane, looks like, maybe.
Nope.
Foul called against the Bulldogs on that foul shot. 61-42, the Bulldogs lead by 19 with 49 seconds to go. Third quarter, the Raiders with the basketball.
Well, think about Jack.
And almost another turnover. And let's see, it's jump ball. This time it'll be Brookville's basketball.
But think about the development. We've watched Jack and Lucas from them being freshmen to now. Jack used to be strictly a three-point shooter. I mean, that's all he did.
Inbound. What a block from behind by Burchard.
Yep.
He knocks it out of bounds, but what a block.
And that's what I'm saying.
He gets up. He's skied up there.
That's what I'm saying. We've seen the development. He's grown height-wise, weight-wise, and he can. Oh, wow.
Takeaway by Tyke Butler on the inbound. Lutheran takes it to the house, and it goes down. Nice soft touch by Lutheran. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs up by 21. Another takeaway, but out of bounds by Jamarian Johnson. Almost had that one. 63-42, 21-point lead now for the Bulldogs.
So we are getting some of the young kids in. Jamarian Johnson, Braylon Lockett are in, along with Jack, Lucas,
they drive down low. The floater in the lane, no good. Taken away by the Bulldogs. Tyke wide open. It's a fast break opportunity and 2-point scores. 2 more points for the Bulldogs, 65-42. Now in high school rules, if they go by 30 points, they don't stop the clock even in timeouts.
Yep, we're getting closer there.
Or out of bounds, I should say. Down low, blocked by Jamarian Johnson. Pushed back up to Tyke Butler, puts it off the glass, and he's fouled and score the basket. What a hustle. Tyke's been all over the court tonight, and he's got to have quite a few points.
Yes, he does now. Tyke is up to, with 4 points in score, he's up to 16 on, I'm sorry. Yeah, 16 on the night. Yep, 16 points on the night.
Now he can make it 17 with 0.7 seconds to go on the clock. And he scores it. 68-42, Bulldogs up now by 26 points. At the buzzer, three-pointer off the inbound pass, and no good. At the end of third quarter, the Bulldogs 68, the Brookville Raiders 42. 1 minute timeout. Back after this on Pop Radio and Armstrong.
Thank you for calling Megafiber. Your estimated wait time will be 27 minutes. Thank you for calling Megafiber. Our offices are now closed. Please try your call again later.
Customer service when you need it. That's the Armstrong way.
Zoom from Armstrong presents Home Pass Heroes. Mark was hosting a party.
I don't want everyone in the neighborhood to have my Wi-Fi password.
Using the Home Pass app, free with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi, Mark created a special internet-only guest password without access to speakers, printers, or any other household devices, and he made it expire right as the party ended. Be the hero of your network with Zoom's enhanced Wi-Fi and the free Home Pass app, available on the App Store and Google Play.
It's the start of the fourth quarter, the final 8 minutes, and the Bulldogs lead by 26, and they inbound the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Bulldogs here been last quarter really taking a lead here. Lutheran down low gets it blocked away and taken away by the Raiders. He thought he had a foul there. He looked back to the referee, but no foul.
He has a clean block on Lucas.
Pass down low. The Raiders take it, and he passed it to the bench. No one there, so turnover by the Raiders. I think he was thinking someone was there. That was not. 68-42, 26 lead. And if the Bulldogs go up by 30, they will keep that clock running. They won't stop it.
They're up to 14 turnovers on the night, Meadville with 5 total.
Bulldogs with a three-pointer from way out there for number 11 for the Bulldogs, Javon Johnson. Wow, from 23 feet out. Scores a three-pointer, 71-42 now. Bulldogs up by 29 points. Biggest lead of the night.
It's good to see, again, our young kids getting in the game.
Haynes drives the lanes, puts it up for Brookville and scores. And 2 more.
He has 18 on the game so far.
He's had a good night.
18 of their 44.
Nice drive by Jack Bertram to the basket. Scored 2 more as he split the defenders in 2. They quickly come back. Haynes does. He's fouled by Callum Ball. He'll go to the line for 2.
Jack Bertrand now is 25 in the night. Just to throw that out there. Just to throw that out there. He has 1/3 of our points.
73-44 is the score. Bulldogs up by 29 points with just under 7 minutes to go in the game. And you're right. I think we had a 30-point lead, 34-point lead at the game against Fairview on Saturday afternoon, and that clock just kept running.
And once it hit it kept running. It didn't matter whether they cut it under 30
Right.
or not. It didn't matter.
Correct. So Haynes misses the first one. The second one he hits. Now a 28-point lead for the Bulldogs.
He's their other they have 3 double-digit scores so far. He now has 19 on the night.
Lutheran with the ball. Kicks it back out. The Bulldogs take a 3-pointer. Misses. Lutheran gets the rebound. And he travels because he jumped up and came back down with a basketball. When you do that, you travel.
He was trying to pass it, but there was nobody to pass it to.
So Lutheran got his 1,000 points for his career here at Meadville early in the season. And I'm not sure where he stands now, but he's got to have quite a few more points for Lutheran. It's got to be up around 1,250, I'm thinking. 1,200.
No, I wouldn't say that there. No, I wouldn't say that much there.
3-point shot missed by Brookville. They get their own rebound, put it back up. Rebounded by. Brookville gets it back. And then taken away by the Bulldogs. Javon Johnson gets the rebound. Now Jack Bertrand comes out of the pack, gets it under the basket, and fouled. He goes to the line. Marius Foster gets fouled.
Marius there. All right. Good
he
to
gets
see
fouled
Marius
as he goes to the line for 2. And he can make it a 30-point lead for the Bulldogs if he makes both of these at 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Good to see Marius out there. But I'm just saying, honestly, is that
first shot is good.
This game started at about 7:35.
Yeah. The game we had the other night went 57 minutes. It was a quick game. Second foul shot. Oh, bounce around, no good. Bertrand rebounds the missed free throw. Bulldogs get it back.
Swinging the ball around the outside.
Allen ball, and it's going to be out of bounds off from the Raiders. Bulldogs basketball. 6:03 to go. Don't forget, coming up Tuesday night, House of Thrills. Bulldogs take on Cathedral Prep. We'll have the game starting at 7:20 here on Tuesday night on Pop Radio.
You want to see people here.
Callum Ball now with the ball, takes a 3-point shot. A high looper, and it goes down. Bulldogs now up by 32 points, 5:53 to go. Referee signals, keep the clock going. 3-point opportunity for Brookville. They miss. Bulldogs get it, and a frustration foul.
They call jump ball for no reason.
Jump ball. It should have been.
I know. Should have been
Bulldogs, but we'll call it jump ball.
Yeah. As long as the clock keeps running, we'll go with it.
And it does.
Yep.
And it's not stopping now. Bulldogs up by 32, and the Raiders inbound it, almost stealing the inbound. Haynes takes it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Ball, and Ball gets fouled by Haynes. And they're saying that it's going to come back here. Going to be out of bounds. Bulldogs will take it out of bounds under the opposer's basket. 5:11 to go, and the Bulldogs with a healthy lead by 32 points. And they will. We can safely say that looks like the Bulldogs will go on to 12-5 for the season here at the end of this game.
I think so. And I'm sure this is Brookville's toughest game they've played this year. They played Franklin and Warren. They played Franklin tough. They got beat pretty bad by Warren at Warren, which is never a fun trip, no matter where. Have you been up to Warren for a basketball game before?
Nope.
It's not a fun gym to play in. It's not.
It's like Erie, huh?
It's not a fun gym to play in. Is that?
The Raiders get it back. The Bulldogs turn it over on an inbound, and now Haynes drives the side, reverse layup, no good, and they call a foul on the Bulldogs, and he goes to the line for 2. Haynes does. Foul on Ball. Look at the number. Who they call it on?
I think they
Callum
call
Ball.
Yeah, I think they call on Ball.
So,
but even the broadcast the game from there, it's not fun. I used to do it with Vic Kress, and it's like, geez, oh man. And Mike Fiorillo and Ray Horner years and years ago. But
they miss one, and they get one. Bulldogs still up by 31 points.
So he made one?
He made one and missed one. Jack Bertrand puts a floater in the lane, no good. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Ball. Ball now puts it up off the glass, no good. Tapped back by Bertrand, and it goes down. Nice tap by Jack. 79-46, Bulldogs' biggest lead, 33 points. And timeout called by the Raiders. And we will take a 30-second timeout. Come back after this. Bulldogs lead 79-46.
Armstrong has been a part of the Meadville community for 70 years. We helped you get online with Zoom Internet. Our Breaking Bread program began fighting hunger in our communities. Enhanced Wi-Fi delivered coverage, security, and control of your network. Zoom Extreme brought internet speeds up to 1 gig to the community. And in 2022, Armstrong was named CableFact's Independent Operator of the Year for the 2nd time. When you support Armstrong, you're supporting your local community.
Go Bulldogs!
Want to thank our sponsor. That is Bayshore Homes, making your house a home. Bayshore Homes on the Conneaut Lake Road in Meadville. And also thanks to Armstrong, broadcasting tonight's game on the Armstrong channel, the YouTube channel. And they stream a lot on YouTube, so you can catch us there as well. The Raiders taken out of bounds last 4 minutes of the game, and they're down by 33. Bulldogs see a turnover. Who had the ball last? They say it is Bulldogs basketball.
Yep, so it's another turnover for Brookville. We now have Keithan Arnold in there. We have, we have Tyke Butler in there. We have Braylon Lockett.
The only starters is Pope and Butler in there for the Bulldogs. And now Pope has the basketball.
And there's Foster in there.
Keithan thinking about a three, pushes it back out. And now the Bulldogs drive the center lane. Nice score by Brashawn Jordan. Nice floater in the lane. Looked good, 81-46. 3:13 to go. And they're not having much luck outside. Bulldogs very tough defensively tonight. And as you can see right there, and a foul called, though, against Keithan Arnold. And the Raiders will go to the line for two, number 10. And that is Oliver Butcher, goes to the line for two for the Raiders. 2:52 to go. And again, next week, catch the Bulldogs. Going to play Cathedral Prep here at home. The first game was a close one. Bulldogs lost by 6 points. And the Bulldogs looking to win this time against Cathedral Prep. So come on out and cheer on your hometown team Tuesday night here at the House of Thrills.
There, we had a lead in the 4th quarter in that game. We had a lead in the 4th quarter that disappeared quickly and we could never recover.
Second foul shot is good.
That's Landon Morera.
And now the Bulldogs bring it up the court. 2:47 to go. Down low, nice pass. Keyshawn takes it to the hoop, rolls around, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders. Now the Raiders drive the center lane and taken away. That was ricocheting all over down there. Now Keithan Arnold takes it all the way to the house. He puts it up and it gets it blocked away. It'll be Bulldogs basketball.
Again, all right, there we go. Tyke's out of the game. Now that is number, what number is that coming in? 21.
21. 34 in for the Bulldogs as well. That is Gunnar Looper. He was in the last game. He came in on Saturday against Fairfield. Inbound pass, nice pass. Bulldogs miss it, though, and rebounded by the Raiders. And they bring it up the field. Under 2 minutes to go. All the way, coast to coast. What a shot. And a play by number 11 for Brookville.
That is Landon Morera. He scored 4 straight points for Brookville.
Yeah.
So
he took it right. He took it right to him.
He's getting some time in. Again, it's nice to see the young kids get some playing time on both teams tonight.
Now Keithan Arnold takes a shot from the foul line, nails it. Nice looking play by Keithan. 83-50, Bulldogs up by 33.
It's his first bucket of the night.
It's a long ride home to Brookville tonight. 2-hour drive. They came up here. They take a 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. Nope, taken away. Put it back up by the Raiders. No good. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. They push it up. Looper takes a 3. And it rolls around. No good. Rebounded by the Raiders. And now they push it up. Morera takes it all the way himself. Reverse layup off the bottom of the basket. No good. It'll be Raiders basketball. 50 seconds to go. We wrap this one up.
It was good to see Gunnar trying to get that 3 off there. Get that shot off while you're in there. Why not?
Just 2 weeks left in the season here. You got next week,
For
the
us,
week
yeah,
after
for
that,
us.
and then there's playoff season.
Everybody else has playoff season. We don't have playoff season.
Until when?
We don't know.
Because we don't have anybody in our area that we play against that's 5A.
It has to be about a 2-week span, I would guess.
Bulldogs, 20 seconds to go. Raiders drive it to the basket, put it up, no good. Rebound, good, and up and good for number 15 for
That's his first
Raiders.
time in the game. I don't have it.
Three-point shot by Looper, and he makes it number 20 for the Bulldogs. I think that's not Looper, actually. That's number 20. And that's the end of the game as Luke Curtis scores the last basket of the night for either team. For the Bulldogs, he scores a three-pointer at the buzzer. Final score of tonight's game, Bulldogs 85 and Brookville Raiders 52. The Bulldogs go to 12-5. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and come back and wrap it up from here after this 2-minute timeout here on Pop Radio and Armstrong.
Armstrong has been a part of the Meadville community for 70 years. We helped you get online with Zoom Internet. Our Breaking Bread program began fighting hunger in our communities. Enhanced Wi-Fi delivered coverage, security, and control of your network. Zoom Extreme brought internet speeds up to 1 gig to the community. And in 2022, Armstrong was named CableFact's Independent Operator of the Year for the 2nd time. When you support Armstrong, you're supporting your local community.
What you doing?
I'm gonna fix that toilet.
A sledgehammer.
Hey, you never know.
Maybe we should call a plumber.
No, I got this.
At Armstrong Comfort Solutions, our professional plumbers and service techs are standing by to help with all your plumbing and HVAC needs.
Everything okay down there?
Maybe I should call Armstrong Comfort Solutions.
Armstrong Comfort Solutions, where comfort is our middle name.
Thinking about switching to 5G home internet? Think again. Unlike Zoom from Armstrong, 5G home internet is delivered by a cell tower. The further away you are, or the more devices connected to that tower, the slower your internet is. Cell phone providers also play favorites. When their network gets busy, cell phones win, and your home internet pays the price. Stick with Armstrong to get more data, more speed, and internet whenever you need it, not whenever they want. Armstrong, keeping you connected.
Things change. One thing you can count on is that Armstrong always will be Armstrong. We've stood by our name from our humble beginnings in 1946 through the millions spent expanding fiber broadband in our communities. We've never changed our name to run from our reputation. We've established trust by simply putting our people, customers, and services first. It's a practice that holds true and will continue at Armstrong.
85-52. So it was a 33-point lead for the Bulldogs and impressive win. It was close in the first quarter, but the Bulldogs second quarter pulled away and never looked back after that. So what are the final stats of tonight's game there, Andrew?
We'll give Meadville stats real quick here. Jack Burchard finished the night with 27 points. Lucas Luderin with 12. Tyke Butler with 17. Kamari Pope with 6. Kellen Ball with 8. Jamarian Johnson finished with 2. Amarius Foster with 1. Braylon Lockett had 5 points. Keith Ann Arnold had 2. Javon Johnson had 3. He nailed a 3-pointer in the fourth quarter. And Brashawn Jordan, he also knocked down a bucket in the fourth quarter. And Luke Curtis ended the night with a 3-pointer, giving him 3 points. So this is obviously by far the most numbers that we've had in the book.
Yeah, the most players scoring.
Yes, that's the most numbers we've had in the book.
So an impressive win tonight by the Bulldogs. Next game is going to be here the next home game is going to be here next Tuesday night as the Bulldogs take on Cathedral Prep at 7:30. We'll start the broadcast at 7:20. The Bulldogs do play Friday night, 2 nights from now, at Erie High School. We won't be doing that game, but you can go up there and watch the game. At 7:30 is when the game starts, and that's going to be a real tough game on the road against Bulldogs. Bulldogs did beat them here. It was an upset, actually. The Bulldogs beat them by about 15 points, but Bulldogs now go to Erie, and we'll see. We wish them well. They hope they do well. But the next game here we'll be broadcasting is the home game against Cathedral Prep next Tuesday night, and then they play Allegheny after that down in Wexford, and then on the 11th and 13th, the last 2 regular season games against Du Bois and McDowell to close out the season. And we'll have those games live on the radio as well before they start the playoffs. Final score of tonight's game, the Bulldogs 85, and the Raiders of Brookville taking that 2-hour trek here, 52 points. So they go back with a 33-point loss. And we want to thank our sponsors. It is Channel Lock. Channel Lock Tools, a proud sponsor of Bulldogs basketball, as well as our good friends at Bayshore Homes, making your house a home, and Armstrong Cable tonight. Thanks for Armstrong carrying the game on the Neighborhood Channel and also on their YouTube channel. Andrew, it's been a good night. We'll catch you back here next Tuesday night.
We'll see you next Tuesday, and we encourage anybody who wants to go up to Erie. We have a good traveling crew right now that goes to all the games. You know most of them, Jim.
Yep.
And then also Tuesday night, we need a big home crowd against Prep on Tuesday.
Against Prep here, the House of Thrills next Tuesday night. Have a good night, everybody.